Hello. This video is going to present a new module that we added to coreBOS. It's the business action module. This is a configuration module, not a module that is actually designed for users to use. It's for the administrators, and it will permit us to manipulate or manage all of the actions, buttons, and links that are happening in coreBOS in a very easy way. Okay, basically, up to the creation or addition of this module, in order to add buttons here on these button action buttons, or if you go into any, let's come over here to the invoice. These actions over here, the add payments and email with PDF, all of these actions, and some other actions that happens up above and other things that you can do. Well, yeah, the only way to add them was programming. You had to make a call to the VTlib API, and there you could manipulate almost all of them. Okay, almost all of them, not all of them, because there were a set of actions that were hard coded in the templates, so we couldn't. You actually had to go to the code to change them. Now we have eliminated that. We have moved all of the actions out of the templates. We have moved them into business actions, and we have changed the VTlib API so that it keeps working with, but calling now the new business action module. That permits any administrator user to actually add new links or eliminate links, simply adding records in coreBOS as we could do normally. It also gives us the power to report on them and search and do all that stuff. So, for example, if I go to the business action module and I ask for the actions that are on the invoice module, I see that there's four. There's on the detail view basic. Detail view basic is this table here. We have three exactly: the add payment, the send email with PDF, and the export to PDF. And then we have a header script, which is loading specific JavaScript onto this module. Okay, that's so. For example, if I wanted to change the export to PDF, this index here is this is the code that's actually behind that link. Okay, so I'm gonna copy this so I don't lose it, and yeah, I'm gonna delete the whole record. Yeah, just delete the whole thing. Okay, so now if I go back to the invoice module, I have actually getting rid of that export to PDF option. That really, it's that simple now to be able to actually manipulate these actions here. Okay, so if I go to the recycle bin and let's recover that record, business actions, and oh wow, I have a whole bunch in here. Let's see where that one is. The detail view. Okay, I think I can search on invoice here also, probably invoice on the module list, and I have this export to PDF, and I want to restore this one. Yes, please. And if we reload the invoice, I should get my export to PDF back and working as normal. Okay, so as you can see, it's basically that easy to hide or add actions or eliminate them completely. Nice feature here is that now we can actually, we took that a little bit further, and now you can do this in an escalated way. So I could do invoice on module list. Okay, invoice on the module list and export to PDF. This export, I can edit it and I can show it only on my module. Handler button, where are the here, permissions. Okay, I could show it. In this case, it's active for all users. Okay, so I could say no, it's not for all users. It's just for test DMY. That's the only user that I want to be able to see this action, or any user in these roles, which we have here. Or we could even take that further and use a business rule map. I have to translate that. We have to translate that label. Hold on, let me write that down. Okay. The business rule will actually permit you to say set conditions, like say, okay, if I want to add tickets on a project, but only if the project is open. So you could create a business rule map where you set the condition to set to return true or false depending on the status of a project, if it's true or false, and then the action will actually be shown or not depending on that condition. Okay, so as you can see, it's not just about being able to easily add or hide actions, but actually, okay, I don't have it, and if I log out and come in as test DMY, I should have it. So it's not just about adding and hiding actions. It's actually about it's not just about easily adding and eliminating action. It's also about, yeah, if I have the export. So it's also about being able to set conditions, advanced conditions about these actions. So it's really kind of powerful little feature that we added here. Uh, and basically, that's what I wanted to show. But before closing it up and just kind of transmitting the basic idea of the business axis, I want to show you another feature that we added in December, and that really makes this even more powerful than just hiding and showing actions. Okay, in December, we added in the workflow system. You can now create workflows. Let's create a new one. I'm going to create this on the ticket module. It could be obviously any module, support tickets. Okay, and I'm going to create uh, a workflow that updates the assigned to. Okay, I'm going to do this every time the record is saved with no conditions. And I'm going to add here a new task, which is update fields, which is going to update the assigned to. We don't need to evaluate the conditions again. Update the assigned to. Where are you? Assigned to, and I'm going to set it to test YMD, for example. Okay, that means that if I did this correctly, every time that I save the record, the assigned to will get changed. Okay, so let's go to support tickets and make sure that workflow is actually working. Okay, here we have this workflow. I'm changing this to who? I'm changing this to YMD. So I picked the record which is already assigned to YMD. Wonderful. Let's get another one. This one, which is assigned to test ES. Okay, assigned to test ES. If I edit and save, the workflow will be launched and the assigned to will have changed. Okay, perfect. Now, let's get another one, which is assigned to somebody else. This one is also assigned to test ES. Okay, and I'm going to come over here to the workflow and I'm going to change this and I'm going to set the value, the launch condition, to system. Okay, this is new. You couldn't do this before. Now we have this activated, this feature, so you can actually create workflows which are system launched. Okay, so if I save this now and I edit and save this support ticket, I will see that it is not launched. Okay, it didn't change. Okay, the system workflow condition has to be manually launched. Somehow you have to trigger that from some other source. Okay, what sources can that be? We've added two. One is from a link, just a link in the application, which I'm going to show you now, and the other is from the workflow system. The workflow, excuse me, from the web service API. From the web service API, you can set there's a new execute workflow endpoint where you send in the workflow ID, and it will launch the workflow for you. So it's really nice because from the web service you can define workflows very complex, which have a whole bunch of conditions that do any logic, and then can send out emails or can do anything that a very powerful workflow system does. And you can launch those from the web service with just one call. And you can also launch them from inside the application. For example, we're going to do that now. I'm going to come over here to the business action module. and I'm going to create a new action. This action is going to be a detail view basic link. The label is going to be assigned to YMD. The link URL is going to be this magical link here, which I just created. Okay, basically it's a JavaScript call because I'm in the browser. The execute functions endpoint, which is in the JavaScript, the coreBOS API in JavaScript. It's going to launch the function execute workflow, and it's going to pass in the parameters workflow ID, which in this case is will change now, and then the $record, which will give me the ID of the record I'm on. Okay, so first let's go to the workflow. The ID, as you can see up here, I think I can scroll this in. Workflow ID is 79. Okay, it's overlapping there a little bit. Okay, it's 79, so I have to change this to 79. Wow, that's kind of high. Did I do that right? Yeah, workflow ID 79. Okay, and the record ID will change. Okay, the link icon, if I wanted an icon, the sequence only on my module, the module list. In this case, it's support tickets. We'll select that so that it is there, and then I'm going to set this for all users, and that should be about all I need to do. Okay, so now if I go back to my tickets and I reload this ticket, I should have a new action here. Oops. Okay, what did I do wrong there? Assign to for all users. Active, no. Active, yes. Okay, I'm going to change that to default to yes. Okay, now I should have it, hopefully. Oops, reload this. And here it is. Okay, now I have an assign to YMD action. This is actually going to launch that workflow, which is now system. So it only launches when somebody actually calls the exec workflow endpoint. So now if I click here, I should get, okay, it probably worked. I didn't reload the page. We can do that also. So since I didn't reload the page, you don't see the change, but effectively it changed. Okay, so we could add a reload here. Right after this, after launching the function, we could do the reload of the page. Just look for the JavaScript code to reload the page, and we should get that working. Okay. Anyway, as you can see, the business action module not only permits us to add and hide actions very easily, but also now that we can launch in tandem with the new functionality of launching workflows manually, you can add logical actions, very useful actions anywhere in the application very easily. So we just took, I mean, if coreBOS was customizable as itself, I mean, we've been adding customization features for years now. It's basically one of the main goals in coreBOS, making it really easy to customize this business action module, and this workflow actions takes things to even a higher level. It's really a very powerful customizable application. Well, I hope that helps make your coreBOS a little bit more useful. Thanks for watching.